A very good morning to you, my friend, and welcome to the Dutch way of life. Welcome to Zundert in North Brabant. It's morning here, Saturday morning here, and you are joining me live on the Dutch way of life for a very special show today. It is the world famous, world's largest flower parade this weekend in Zundert, North Brabant, the Zundert Corso, and today we are taking a look round and we'll look behind the scenes at how these guys down in here in Zundert in North Brabant build the amazing flower floats. Hey guys.
Hey.
Okay, we're live, so don't swear, please. You're joining me with Adele?
Yep.
Adele, who have we got with us this fine morning?
We have got Kim with us. She's invited us for a behind the scenes look at the Corso, Zundert Corso.
Fantastic.
Which we visited briefly last year. It's a big parade with huge floats that happens every year apart from the last few years. And this is the first year since COVID that it's been the full parade with the full huge floats. You might have seen photos before, or maybe last year on the channel we filmed the floats but there wasn't a parade, so maybe you saw that last year.
That's it.
This year we're getting a behind the scenes look into how it's made.
Into how the floats are made, that's it, and to learn a bit of the story as well.
Kim's been part of this in Zundert for many years.
Great.
And knows all the tricks.
So Kim, you come from the village of Zundert.
I am.
This tradition of the flower parade that you guys have got, why does it happen? Why does it take place? I think a lot of people outside the Netherlands who are not familiar with it might ask why you guys make all these floats and you do all this. So what's the
flower
story?
Parades are a typical Dutch tradition. I don't know when the first parade was or where it occurred. I know that here in Zundert we started in 1936 as a tribute to the birthday of, oh God,
Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina, yeah.
I got your back, Kim. I got your back. Don't
Bob knows
worry.
the Queen.
Okay,
Knows the Queen.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, thanks.
No, in 1936.
Yeah.
And then obviously during World War II there was no parade,
Yeah.
but immediately after, so in 1946, they restarted it, and well, over the decades it grew bigger.
Was it quite a small thing at the start?
Well, at first there were just farmers with carts with flower pieces on it, yeah. And then, well, eventually it got more elaborate.
And attracted more people.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it.
Yeah, and especially in the 1950s and 1960s, there were, I think. No, I don't think I'm exaggerating, but I think there were like 100,000 people visiting the streets of Zundert just to watch the parade.
Wow.
While the floats were smaller then than they are now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So the deal is, just in case you've just joined us, you're live with me and Adele. Do drop in a comment if you're here in Zundert with us. I can see Kim is with us. Kim Hermans, all the way. Not you, Kim.
not
Kim Hermans from
Another Dutch
Amsterdam. We've got Wilhelmina. Do you want to say hi to Wilhelmina
Hey,
in Canada?
Wilhelmina, you don't know what's in for you once we get into this huge tent behind us. We have one of the floats.
It's going to be fantastic.
In working progress.
But
You'll see it in a minute.
Here's the deal, though, because this is what's fascinating about this flower show, is that you guys are down here in Zundert. It's a small village, but there are 20 neighbourhoods, aren't there? 20 hamlets.
20 hamlets, yeah.
And you all prepare a float.
In a huge tent like this.
In a huge, massive, I was going to say a rude word then, a massive tent like this one. There's 20 hamlets, is that correct?
That's correct.
And each hamlet creates a float.
Yep.
And each float is made from flowers from the local area.
Yeah.
Are they a specific kind of flower that you use?
In Zundert we only use dahlias, and that's because the dahlia is a very sturdy flower, so you can, well, mistreat it as we do. You'll see in a minute. Yeah, you can. Well, and they stay fresh and sturdy for a long time.
Yeah, they don't go dry and fall off.
The first flowers are picked on Thursday and the parade is on Sunday, but it'll be fine. Even with the exhibition on Monday, there still will be in a nice color and firm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, and we all 20 hamlets have their own flower fields and grow
Is that
all
so?
the dahlias and stuff.
Did you hear that? So we're watching at home, just to confirm, we're at the flower parade, and we're going to look at one of these floats in a minute. It's actually in there.
It's amazing.
But what
It's gonna
Kim's
blow
just
your
said
mind.
is, from the 20, this is right, isn't it? From the 20 hamlets here in Zundert, they all have their own float that they make every year, and they have their own fields where they get their flowers from.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Listen, if you're joining us, please say hi to Kim. Please say thanks to Kim for being here. We're going to walk in there in a moment. I just want to say hello to Hardy Rijken from
Hey,
Holland.
Hardy.
I want to say hello to Hieronymus Brink, all the way from South
Hey,
Africa.
hey, Hieronymus.
We've got Johannes also from South Africa, Debbie from Ontario. We've got quite a few people coming to look round. So
Yeah, well, there's plenty of room inside the tent, so we can all squeeze in. I don't know if anyone's afraid of a bit of scaffolding. We're going to be going up. That's a little spoiler for you, a little spoiler.
can I just ask, what's the name of, so if there are 20 hamlets and they're all competing in this competition, what's the name of your hamlet?
Our hamlet is called Helpt Elkander,
I love that. Let's have a look at that.
which translates to help each other.
I love that.
Nice, man.
That is
And
zealous.
if you see, you can see the torso next to the name of the hamlet.
Yeah.
It's actually the logo of our hamlet. Each hamlet has its own logo, and you'll see it tomorrow on the T-shirts of the builders. Each
So they all have
hamlet,
this torso on the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, maybe Anouk, come join us.
Hi,
Come join
Anouk.
us.
Hey.
Come join us.
My name's Bob. You are live on Facebook today. Hi, Anouk.
So, yeah, every hamlet has its own
Check this
T-shirts
out.
and sweaters,
Good
and they have
stuff.
got the logo on
Is there a
it.
reason for the?
Yeah.
Looks like you used my torso. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, every hamlet has its own logo, and mostly it's a logo that is based on a design from the past.
I see.
And in 1992, we made a float called Torso Contrapposto,
Aha.
and it was a bit of a controversial float.
Right.
They were like Greek-Roman-based torsos, as you can see from
Right.
the old statues.
Right.
But up until then, all the floats were fairy tales
Yeah.
and religious
Traditions. Yeah.
And this broke with that tradition completely.
Wow.
And we won the Corso with that float because it was so new and so
Right.
new actually.
Yeah.
And other hamlets were booing us. They had beer thrown to the floor because But now, in hindsight, everyone acknowledges that it was a break in tradition and that it opened so many doors. So we're really proud of that.
Amazing.
And
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So everybody's helping in this process. Should we go in and take a look? Because
Are you ready?
let's go and have a look.
See Sherry.
If you are just joining us, you're watching the Dutch Way of Life live. We're in Zundert today, looking behind the scenes at the famous flower corso. In there is one of the floats from the world's largest flower parade, made entirely by hand by volunteers from the neighbourhood.
Hey, Villika's with us as well. Villika, it must be very early in the morning for you.
We've also
Thanks for joining
got
us.
Sherry and Willem as well from Australia. Let's go in
Toby.
let's go in the tent. I'll follow you, Kim, and we
Let's
can
go.
maybe have a look. So we're going to walk in there now, and you're going to actually see what you're going to see is lots and lots of locals, lots of Dutch people working on this amazing float. It's starting to fill up already. It is getting quite busy. If you've got any questions as we're walking around, then you can put them in the comments now. I see. It's the French invasion of Zundert, is it?
Before we enter the tent, I want to actually show you all the design we're making this year, the design of our float. And we've got a scale model here. And it might seem a bit abstract, but it's not actually. It's super realistic, but it's so detailed that it becomes abstract again. I mean,
What are we exactly looking at here then, Kim?
the design is called growth model, and as you can see, there slices actually
Yeah, it
parts
looks
of
like-
trees.
yeah.
So these are like
Branches.
these are branches and these are like the stems, and there will be flowers put on as if they were the leaves of the trees.
So these sort of will have all the leaves on.
Yeah, so it's going to be really transparent and maybe a bit of an alienating side, but because of the tidal growth model, there's also people who, because it's so abstract, that they think, oh, maybe it's a COVID article.
Right, yeah.
Why do you make this then? What's the reason for making this model?
The designer, our designer Ott, designed it because he's always been fascinating with the sight of. Well, he got the idea from his son when his son was a baby, which is 10 years ago, and he was strolling with him in his pram in the woods, and the baby was just looking up and mesmerized by what he saw. And Ott was like, okay, what is this kid seeing actually? And he looked up, and he was just so fascinated by the sight of how you can see in a tree how it grows. It shows how it grows in itself.
And so that's what this is modelled on.
Yeah. Exactly.
And what we're going to see is, just for those people who are watching and you guys who've just joined us, this is the model of the real float, right?
Yeah, it is.
And then, so these are the truck bases that it goes on.
Well, yeah, these are actually. But
oh, right, okay.
Has to rest on something.
And you make
And how do you choose which design?
It's an actual competition within a competition. So there are hamlets who have got designers who design every year.
Right.
We don't here at Zundert Corso. So for this year there were actually 2 designs up in the competition. So but sometimes there are even 8. Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then you have a panel who votes on it and chooses it.
And eventually the hamlet itself, the builders have the last say. So,
how are you?
Hey.
Very well, thanks, John.
They have the last say. So they get to vote whether they want to build it or not.
Right, wow. Should we walk in and have a
Are
look
we
at the
ready?
volunteers?
Are we ready
You're going to
to
love
see?
this now, so
So
stick
everyone
around.
here is a volunteer, by the way, and you'll be amazed at the level of organisation.
No one here in the stand is getting paid. Everyone is.
Not for
And
this.
think about that, whole neighbourhoods across the village are doing this today. There are 20 of these being built. You're all frantically working hard,
to finish up.
and we're getting a behind-the-scenes view about this.
People
Wow.
outside coming to help, or is it mostly just Zundert people?
Mostly just Zundert people, but there are sometimes people who visit here for a tour and who
Right.
keep on the
Help a little bit while they're
they
here.
stay,
Amazing. Should we walk in and have a look
Let's
and
have
see
a
if
look.
maybe we can meet some locals? Please drop in your questions in the chat section below the video. You are with us live now. You might be watching the replay. If you are, drop it in the comments. We're going to meet some of the locals, hopefully, chat to them and see some of the work that they're doing. I can see we've got some flower crates here on the right-hand side. And then on the left-hand
just
side,
joined us.
we've got this huge structure. And this, my friends, is the float. So if you look behind there, you can sort of see the base of the float. So you remember we saw the mock-up earlier, the little model. Well, this is the main model here. So let's just put our binoculars on and look a bit closer. And do make sure you say hi if you're joining us today. You're watching the Dutch Way of Life from Zundert, behind the scenes at this amazing flower show. In fact, the world's largest flower parade from this little village in North Brabant, and we're having a behind-the-scenes look. Fantastic. So do drop in your comments if you've got any or any questions.
Leona's joined us.
Leona's
See you,
here,
Leona.
and we also got Amsterdam in the house. Kim is joining us as well.
Bobby, maybe stand right back so you can get a view of how big the scaffold
Let's see if we can see, because you can't believe how big it is. Let's just take a view up there.
Can you capture that? Louise is also with us. Louise Applegate. Good to see you, Louise.
And tomorrow, this float will be set free
Yeah.
and rolled out of this tent
And see
in the morning
first light of day.
to see the first light of day. And we, my friends, shortly are going to walk up these stairs and we're going to take you to see the flowers being placed on the float up there. It's a huge structure. Do drop in a comment if you're with us.
Using the escalator, no, the lift.
Oh, is he putting flowers? Should we go and have a look at the flowers? So I guess, is this where the flowers come in, Kim, that they use?
Yeah, they come on. As you can see, we've just got crates and crates and crates of.
Do you have any idea how many flowers you use? It must be millions.
Yeah, millions. I don't know exactly how many flowers go into a crate, but I know we get to use, I think, 800 or 900 crates for our hamlet alone for this float.
900 crates.
Maybe there are like 300 dahlias in one crate.
So 300 dahlias in one crate, and you use 900 crates.
Yeah.
Do some maths.
And all these, so these are Dutch dahlias. You guys said you had your own
Flower field.
Flower fields as
so
well.
we've grown them
So
ourselves.
these are picked
Yeah, hand-picked.
locally at Hamlet.
Yeah, they're all hand-picked.
Look at that.
I mean, that must take some time, just picking the flowers.
Yeah. And actually, if I can tell you a secret, this flower will not go onto the float because it's already grown out, and we don't want a yellow heart. This is not the right. We will throw this one away, this pretty flower, but you can have it. You can have it, Bob.
Don't throw it.
Yeah, you can have it.
I love
dahlias.
dahlias.
No,
No, they don't smell at all. But look, we got white dahlias here, and all these are basically you're putting these on the float. How do you attach them?
Normally we would put nails through them. Let's see if there are people actually working.
Oh yeah, maybe we can take a look.
We got
So this is the preparation of the
Look at this. So we've looked at the flowers, and these are the locals who are working hard to put the flowers and prepare them, I guess, right?
Yeah, they are preparing them so they can put on the float. But because our design is pretty intricate this year and very transparent, a lot of dahlias are glued on instead of pinned on needles. But I think there are people there who are putting needles in the
Should we go and
dahlias.
have a look?
Yeah, that's
after you.
traditional.
Let's go take a look. So again, if you've just tuned in, we are behind the scenes at the flower festival. Do you want to go ahead, Adele? Behind the scenes at the flower festival. These people are all locals, Dutch locals from the village of Klundert. From the village of Zundert. I just called you Klundert, sorry. You're actually Zundert.
So as you can see, they have got these little needles, little pins, and they just put them through the heart.
Through the heart
Yeah.
of the flower.
And then this prepared flower goes into the crate.
Oh, you can see these have all got the needles in the top, ready to push into the design.
And then on the float itself, the base on which it is put is paper mache. So it's really, it's like 10 layers of paper mache.
Oh my god, that must take ages.
But the funny thing is, you can see this little girl here working on and it's something that children here learn automatically from the age of 3.
So
How to correctly put the needle.
Really? So kids who have come from Zundert tend to get involved with this, is that right?
Yeah. There's often when a baby is born in Zundert, it gets a little hammer. We call it a tick hammertje, and it's to put the flowers on the
Oh my god,
so they
that
get
is
this little
amazing.
Prepare them ready for later life.
Yeah, from birth.
This is what's coming for you, son.
This is your destiny.
That's amazing. And so all these people are locals from the village who have come down, they don't get paid, and they spend their time for free putting this float together.
Exactly. And often even people who have moved out of the village come back for the Corso especially, just to help.
To come home. Wow,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Could we have a look at the flower lift? Because what we've seen now, we've looked at the flowers, we've looked at the people preparing them. Now we want to see the flowers, actually how they get up onto the display, because there's a little lift up there, isn't there? Yeah.
So once the flowers are prepared and they've got their needle
Oh look, Bobby,
or glue,
he's putting the empty crates on.
they have to go upstairs. But to carry them, that would be very hard.
Too heavy. I
So
agree.
we've got a little straight lift.
Wow. So that is the flower lift.
Yeah.
And
So our own
does
taste in the design.
does it just go constantly up and down then?
Yeah, it does.
And they send the empties down.
Yeah.
So that's how you get 900 crates of flowers up onto the scaffold.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Exactly.
Vilike was asking earlier, do you know how many kilograms the finished float weighs? It must be absolutely...
We do know that, but I don't know it. But
Alright, we'll ask someone.
Yeah.
This one will be very light, about 8 to 10 tons per float.
I see.
And the big one can be 18
Holy shit. Wow. Thanks, man. Wow, so 8 to 10 tons for this one.
Yeah. Each.
Amazing.
Because there's 2 floats here. So in total it'll be like 20 tons.
Hey, we've got Alison Hillman with us. Alison says this behind the scenes tour is amazing. I visited the Corso in 1990.
Oh,
that's so cool. How long ago? It's like
30 years. Yeah, 30 years. Oh, look at Bob saying
30 years.
Bob thinks it's 20 years.
Kim, it's not 30 years ago. It's only 10 years ago. It can't be. I can't be 42 years old. That can't be. Listen, should we go up? So I guess.
Are we ready? Are you up for some stairs now?
If you've been watching the show so far, you're probably curious to know what this all looks like. So Kim, we'll follow you. We're going to go up the scaffolding now. Dale, be careful.
Hang on though, these have got names on. Boy Scouts.
Yeah. All the dahlias have got names. So we've got Boy Scouts, Sweet from the Air.
Ah, so that's the name of the flower.
Yeah, it's the name of the type.
Senior Darkness, which is...
Right.
I'll follow you up, Del.
Are you ready for some stairs?
Go for it. So if you've just tuned in, we're behind the scenes at the Zundert Flower Show. We're looking at the float and we're now walking up the scaffold. This is a rare opportunity to actually see up close how these people here in Zundert actually make the floats. So if you are enjoying the video or you're enjoying the live stream, if you're watching live, type in the word live, and if you're watching the replay, type in the word replay, because this is a very rare opportunity to see one of these floats being built up close.
Kim suggested going up.
Right, let's do it.
That's where the people
Okay, one more level, let's go for it. After you. Hey, we've got...
Watch where you walk.
Yeah, no problem. We've got Katerina Lechner all the way from Perth. The leader's joining us live. Diane is with us. Hi, Diane. Lisa's with us. Lisa Street's here, all the way from the US. Hey, Lisa. Leona from Canada's with us. We've got the whole crew. And look, we can look down now on these people as they're preparing the flowers, you see. And you can really get an idea. And what's beautiful is all these people are part of the community here. They're proud to do this work. They do it for no money. There's no question that members of the community are going to help out. And it's just a wonderful example of the Gezelligheid of the Dutch society working together, cooperating together. And it's just an absolute privilege to be here. So if you're enjoying this exclusive live show, please drop in a comment. Let us know you're here. You're watching the Dutch Way of Life. Rilke is with us. Hieronymus is still with us. Moira is with us. Hi, Moira, all the way from California. We got quite a few people with us. I know, we got America.
Ivy's joined us, yay!
USA, Australia. Great.
Welcome in the Beehive here on the scaffold.
So this is where it all happens, is it?
Yeah, this is where the people are putting the flowers on the float. So the flowers you saw before, and from the lift. And maybe because of the radio you won't be able to hear us.
Well, we can just take a look. So remember the scale model we saw before? Well,
yeah, with the netting.
This is the real thing.
Oh, it's sticky.
Yeah, there's glue on it.
Don't touch that, Villica, it's sticky.
Yeah, because otherwise they can't attach the flowers on it.
And then is that like paper mache wrapped around?
No, this is little
tape.
Yeah,
Right.
like use of painting.
And then can we move a little along here? Because you can see this looks quite finished, Kim. So this is what it's going to look like finished. And for those people who've never seen a Dutch flower parade before, you see these floats, they all build them by hand, and these are all flowers, and a lot of people can't get their head around that it's all flowers.
Yeah.
Some, you know, I guess you can't get your head around it because it's hard to imagine. It's not something you see every day, but can you see the colours of these dahlias? Oh my God, they're absolutely gorgeous. And as we look down into the model there, we've got a young industrious lady working hard down there. And if you're enjoying it, then let us know your opinion, let us know your comments. This is a special behind-the-scenes look into this flower parade, and it's lovely to hear from you wherever you are. If you have any questions or that you're planning on visiting the parade yourself, perhaps, then drop in a little comment. And if you've got questions for Kim, Kim's been doing this all her life.
She's trying to show us apparently there's a surprise behind these bits of cardboard. Okay.
Hello, Marijuana Benzani. Lovely to see you. So what's this then, Kim?
Yeah, this cardboard piece is now here for protection, but there's a little surprise under it because they've got real.
Oh, it's a real tree.
Yeah, it's
So
a
it
real
looks like
tree
a real
trunk.
branch.
No, but this is a real tree trunk.
Wow.
But this bit isn't wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Just
it's
the
not.
end.
Yeah.
So this is just attached to the end.
Yeah.
Nice. Good detail, huh? Please leave your feedback if you're enjoying it. Smack the like button, drop in a little comment. What a privilege it is to be here and see this flower parade.
And so you can see this area, Kim was saying, is covered in paper mache, and then that is easy to pop the pins into, and
Yeah, and
you can
then
see these guys working.
yeah, and then these are put inside the frame, and then these are glued. So we are using multiple techniques this year.
And then they get glued onto here.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like these ones.
yeah.
Someone was asking, how do you keep the dahlias fresh for so many days?
Well, it's one of the traits of a dahlia that they
Stay fresh for longer,
they stay
yeah.
fresh for a long time. Yeah,
Not like tulips.
yeah.
No, tulips would be dead in 24 hours.
I'm a tulip man myself, but I do love the dahlias. We got invited to a dahlia farm 2 years ago up in De Silk in South Holland. And it's just beautiful flower, and what you guys do with it, the fact that you're attaching them all like this, and wow, hey, good work, great work. Look at this, she's working hard attaching the flowers there.
Ivy says this is amazing to see. Hey, Shane's joined us from the UK. Morning, Shane.
We've had a question, Kim. She's asked, how does this young lady know where to put the flowers?
As you can see over there, the paper mache has been painted in the right colors. So we don't actually have a black dahlia, but this dark one, that's what we use for black. So, and then we've got the purple ones and some reddish tones. So she knows because it's indicated on the paper mache by paint.
So it's covered in paper mache, and then it's painted, and then
underneath the paper mache is a steel wire frame, which has been welded into shape, actually.
Wow.
So yeah.
And so how long does it take to do one of these floats?
We've been working since the beginning of May, so about 4 months.
4 months to make this.
Every year. Can you imagine? Every year.
Should we go at one more? Should we go at one more level?
Are you ready for it
See
to
from the
level
top.
up?
It's hectic there. Maybe it's nice to.
Go up one more.
Oh, that's also fine.
Yeah, okay, after you. Yeah. Again, if you're enjoying it, if you've got any questions, we are behind the scenes today for this special live show. Thanks for joining us, Lisa. And Grace, hiya Grace, lovely to see you. Again, if you haven't already seen the start of the show, this whole float, there's 20 of them here in Zundert, and it's completely created by the residents of this little village down in North Brabant. So you talk about community involvement, and you talk about collaboration and cooperation between a community. Look at this, you've got young, you've got old, you've got children.
It is so amazing, and it's just such a special way for all the families to be together and the community to really build community spirit and to get the kids involved in something that the parents are doing. And Kim actually mentioned before, this is actually fairly quiet. It gets a lot busier than
A lot more people helping out.
Today,
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah. Let's go up a level then, let's do it. Let's go up and we can have a look at the float from the top down. Again, if you just joined us, then you're with us behind the scenes at the Zundert Flower Show. I don't think there's anyone else who has got this look this year. It's absolutely brilliant. Look at this, Kim. This is unreal. The view you get from up here is very different.
Yeah, so this part has been done Thursday and yesterday, so it's already finished. So they already removed the scaffolding here.
Okay.
So this is what it will look like, well, when it's finished.
Yeah. So there was another layer of scaffolding across.
Yeah.
Well, I guess obviously.
Yeah,
How
because
do you
otherwise-
stick
yeah.
those flowers on from here?
Exactly.
With darts.
And if we move a little further, you can see some ladies putting the dahlias.
Great, let's do it. I'm loving this. This is fantastic.
Debbie's asked a question. Debbie Adair said, are there height restrictions? So can you do it as tall as you want?
No, there are height restrictions. The maximum height is 9 meters, but that's only for a steady flow. So if you've got moving parts, you're allowed to go a bit higher. I think it's 12 meters max.
Right, so the
but
moving
you have
parts
to be
can go.
able to bring it back to 9 because of the curves and the roots of the floats.
How high is this one?
9 meters.
We've gone for the full 9 meters.
Great. Let's have a look then down this side. Again, if you're joining us at the on the live show, please say thank you to Kim Smits, who's one of the members of the community here, who's showing us around today. And please say thank you to the volunteers that make this possible. And let us know if you've ever been to the Zundert Flower Show. Zundert is down on the border with Belgium. It's the birthplace of Mr. Vincent van Gogh.
It is.
Hey.
Or I should say Van Gogh. Sorry about that. And it's also the site of the world's largest flower parade once a year. For 2 years this flower parade has been static, and this year they're going to be going through the town. Kim, could I ask you a question about the last 2 years? Because the last 2 years have been a static parade. How have the residents felt about having to change and not be able to have the parade through Corona? How has that been for them?
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, in 2020 there wasn't even a static parade. There was nothing. There was just nothing.
Right.
And well, as you have seen before, the tent is really large, and there are 20 of them around the village. So they really define what the village looks like in summer.
Because they're here for 4 months.
So in 2020 the village felt really empty because there were no tents in the streets. It was really weird.
I bet.
Last year, well, it was the best we could get. The floats were smaller, there were less people helping, but everyone was pretty excited to at least do something. People didn't know what to do with their summer. Spending your time in the tent.
We really like. I remember the one of the Americans, you know.
Yeah.
That caused some controversy on our channel.
I know.
Let's take a look down here and have a look at people working. So they're building the float here. This float tomorrow is going to be wheeled out of here, and it's going to be entered into the flower parade, which goes through the town, the village of Zundert. It takes 4 hours to go roughly through the whole town, and it's a competition between the hamlets. They all make one of these floats. They've all got their own designs.
20 different floats, hamlets.
And here you can see we're just looking down on someone who is putting the flowers on the float.
So this bit, they're being glued onto the mesh, because obviously you can't hammer a flower onto mesh. Kim was saying earlier as well that, is it right that you push the floats?
Yeah.
So there's no motor.
We go a little bit further and I look at these guys. So there's no, what you're saying, there's no motor on these floats. This is entirely hand propelled.
We can, if we go back downstairs later, I will show you.
Great.
But
Amazing.
there are no motors, no tractors.
So imagine this float, which is around 8-9 tons. When it is entered into the parade tomorrow on Monday, it will be pushed entirely by people. There's no mechanism, so it's an amazing feat. Do you use the same floats every year, the bases, the foundations?
Yeah, it's actually owned by the hamlet itself. So
I see.
And sometimes because our design consists of 2 separate floats, so we've got 2 bases. And most years we only need 1. And if there's another hamlet that needs an extra base, they can. It's a friendly competition. We work together.
It's like a pink paradise.
It's amazing.
I love it.
And Kim, you mentioned earlier that you also trade flowers with the other hamlets.
Yeah.
Because obviously you need a lot of pink. And not yellow.
And most times when the dahlia bulbs go into the ground, we don't know the exact colors of the float yet. The design is chosen in December, but we need to buy bulbs before. So we also put other colors like yellow or orange, which we don't need on our float this year. We still put them in the ground and we still pick them, but we trade them with other hamlets who maybe don't need pink or purple, and then we trade them for our yellow and orange.
So can you imagine, there's all these, just for you guys watching, there's all these neighbourhoods running around swapping flowers at the last minute, getting all the colours in.
And I love
Amazing.
that, because it's a competition but there's still a real community spirit between the different teams, like helping each other out. It's like someone's going to win, but we're still all going to help each other to make it brilliant in the meantime.
It's even. Let's say tonight our float is almost finished, and there are like 50 people who are like, we don't know what to do. There's no room for us to work here, and if there was another hamlet that might be in trouble and have trouble finishing their floats, we go and help them.
Nice.
So
Nice.
the only time there's a competition is tomorrow afternoon.
Then it gets mean. No more nice guy.
So let's have a little walk down. We're gonna finish by going downstairs and having a look at how they get it out. But just so that you know, this is one of the 20 floats of the Zundert Flower Parade, the Zundert Corso, and we are watching the volunteers here in Zundert put the final flowers on the. She's fast, isn't she? Look at that. Put the final flowers on the float. This is unbelievable.
She's done this before. Wilhelmina's asked, what happens to all the pins and the float at the end when it's all done? No, you need to do it.
Look, he's with his little hammer. Is that his hammerchair?
Yeah, it's his hammerchair, yeah. But this one's got a beer bottle opener.
Oh, really?
So the kids don't get that one.
Useful.
Yeah, useful. It's multifunctional.
Do you have a question?
So what happens after the parade to all of this? How
The
do you have to
flowers
take
and
it
the
apart?
pins and stuff.
So the parade is tomorrow, and then the exhibition will be tomorrow evening and Monday all day. And by Tuesday, the floats are demolished.
And what do you do with the petals?
How do you demolish something so big?
There are 4 or 5 cranes. Just,
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's for people who aren't used to it. It is very sad to see, but we're used to it on Tuesday.
Yeah. And that's what makes it special.
Yeah,
isn't
and on
it?
Tuesday evening, the only thing that is left is the base.
Wow, so
Wow.
they're basically, that's an amazing thing. And this
4
is
months
I
of
love they're
work.
living in the moment of the flower. They put the flower on, we enjoy the flower, and in a few days this is going to be completely crushed by a crane.
By Tuesday night.
That is phenomenal. Wow.
Well, that's what makes it so special. I can understand it can feel a little bit sad when it's all done, because you work for 4 months and then it's like 4 days and then it's all gone. But that's the life of a flower, and that's the beauty of a flower. If it was here all the time, it wouldn't be special.
I know, she always says that about the tulip.
No, it is.
I always
It's
get
true.
sad like
But that's
midnight,
what
I'm
makes
like,
it special, is that we only get to enjoy it. Like Christmas is special. It's
Yeah.
just this short time that we get to savour, and then it's gone, and so we can look forward to it next time.
Absolutely. Listen, I just want to have a little look down here. Then could we go down? If you've
Oh,
had questions,
God.
how do you get it out? So I thought maybe we could go downstairs and you could show us a little bit about how you actually get this thing out. Again, if you've just joined us, these are the volunteers. They're working hard. Give them some love if you're joining the live stream or you're watching the replay. Say hi in the comments. This is behind the scenes at Zundert Flower Show. This is the first time we've actually been able to come behind the scenes. We will be live tomorrow from the actual flower parade, so you can tune in and watch the actual parade, which is going through the village. It'll be happening tomorrow. Huge grandstands, lots of important people, including Paulina Joosten, who's one of our members watching at the moment. Hi, Paulina. And we are getting a behind the scenes look courtesy of Kim Smits.
Oh my God.
Look at this, guys.
Hey, Kim was just telling me where she was last year on the float.
Well, not last year, a few years ago.
Oh, a few years ago, yeah.
We had a float with moving parts. Oh, okay. Adele was just saying, whoa, this is pretty high because we're at 9 meters high.
I'm feeling a little bit, unsure.
And we had a float with moving parts, and they had to be moved by cycling motion. So me and another guy, we were up at 9 meters high, cycling the entire parade.
Oh my God!
But we had the best view ever.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was the float called?
Menskraft 2.0. So like you got a wind power, like when it's really windy.
Was it a white float?
No, it was well, it was with clouds and a sea, and
Right.
you used all the theater techniques to move the clouds and the waves. So
Wow.
yeah, but it
Amazing.
was 2016.
I don't think I could do that. I couldn't spend 4 hours, 9 meters up. Well, not 4 hours. It's like the full day, isn't
Yeah,
it?
6 hours. Yeah.
6 hours, 9 meters.
You can't
high.
use the bathroom.
Should we have a wander back down?
Yeah.
So again, thanks so much to everybody who's joined us on this behind-the-scenes experience. The whole purpose of our channel, the purpose of our show, is to explore and uncover what we call hidden Holland beyond Amsterdam, and to show the world what Dutch culture is really all about. And this flower parade in Zundert is such an important thing here in the village, but also for the country as well. The dahlia industry is very important. The flower industry is very important, and it's an opportunity for everybody in Zundert to actually come together and create something for the world to enjoy. So if you are watching, please say thanks in the comments. Please say thanks to Kim Smits, and we're now going to go down to the entrance, and Kim is going to explain how we actually get this thing out of here, because it's huge. Around 9 tons of float. This will be going through the town tomorrow, and hopefully these guys will win.
Hey, I've just asked if we can stick one on.
Go on, that would be amazing. Adele's going to put a flower on. Yes. If you're joining us and we haven't said hello to you yet, please drop in a comment. Hello, Katarina Lechner. Lovely to see you. Oh, man, what a nice guy.
Okay. You ready, Bobby?
Man.
Woo!
It's your flower now.
What a
Contributed.
What a privilege. Hey, bedankt, man. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
What a pleasure. Shall I follow you down then, and we'll have a look how they actually get this thing out. And while we're walking down the stairs, just so you know, just while you and me are together, yeah? If you have any questions for Kim, you'd like to know anything about this at all, about the locals, about the flow, about the flowers, ask now. This is an opportunity that we just don't get every day. The fact that we're able to come behind the scenes and meet the locals. And tomorrow I think it's streamed live, the flower parade.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you
Just
can
let these guys
You can
pass.
watch it live. We will be live too on the channel.
Kim was just mentioning there's a whole catering team. So if it isn't enough work making the whole float, there's a team just for catering, for feeding and watering.
All the people working here, they also need to be fed and they need drinks for 300 people. Yeah,
Moet gezellig zijn.
of course.
Wow.
Okay, I'll follow you
right,
then.
another level down.
So, like I said, to finish, we're going to go down now and see how they actually get this float out, which is rather amazing. Thanks for joining us, Johannes. Thanks for joining us, Louise. Thanks for being here, Lisa. We appreciate you. Let us know where you're from in the world if you haven't tuned in yet and said hello. Hi. Hello.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hello.
Hello.
Good busy, okay.
John.
Super John, yes.
You're a great guest here.
Gas here.
Very
okay,
good.
Thank you.
Do
Okay.
better, man.
Okay, you can pay me, okay?
Yeah. Wait, John, a present for you.
Okay, no.
Een kleine haartje voor je, hè? Fijne dag verder, man.
What is a gastheer? A gastheer?
A host.
Yeah, he's a host. Yeah.
He's a very nice guy.
He is.
Yeah.
And a very funny guy as well.
So the big question on everyone's lips, now we've seen it, the whole thing, Kim, is how the heck do you actually get it out tomorrow morning? How does that work?
Yeah. Well, so tomorrow at around, I think, 8 o'clock, this big tent you just saw outside later will open up, and then there are people pushing the float so that we don't use motors, we don't use tractors, and we do actually use a tractor to get it out of the tent because it would be unsafe otherwise. But it's all.
On wheels.
So will people be standing in here and pushing it?
Yeah.
And then people actually get into the mechanism
And push with
and they
these
push it out themselves, they're walking out. So this is not a motorised parade at all. And for 4 hours, huh? More.
Yeah, because we need to be at the exhibition square at 9:30, so it takes about an hour and a half to get it right on the street, assemble everything, and we bring it to the exhibition square.
Unbelievable.
And then Well, let's say we'll be underneath the float or inside the float, pushing it for about 6 or 7 hours tomorrow. Yeah.
Do you have a team, a pushing team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah. The biggest guys and gals of the village.
And normally, because our float has a base that is open, because it's a very transparent design, but there are also floats that are closed, and then you won't see. You will only see their feet.
Okay. These are big wheels, man.
Yeah.
That's huge. Huh?
And here's the steering wheel.
Oh my God! Someone has to steer it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So there's a steering wheel over there.
Oh wow, that's a very responsible
But
job.
he's lucky because he can sit.
Yeah, he gets to sit
He can just chill out.
So that's how they steer it, and this is going to be pushed out in the morning. Did you say 8:30 they leave from here?
Yeah, 8 o'clock, 8:30. Yeah.
Into the town,
Yeah.
and then the parade starts at 1:30.
Yeah.
So if you're in the Netherlands watching this live and you haven't got your ticket to come down to Zundert, get online and book it, because this is going to be live along with the other 19 floats, and you're going to be able to see it tomorrow. The town will be packed, right?
It will.
How many people do you normally expect to visit the flower parade?
I think normally it would be around 50 or 60,000. I don't know. But due to the pandemic, we can't really predict how many people will show up. So it will be. But the weather will be very. It will be perfect parade weather tomorrow.
Not
so,
too hot.
No, not too hot. Not too
But nice and warm.
No,
See?
Fantastic. Should we have a wander outside just to finish off and look at the tent to see how big the tent is? And to finish off, if you've got any questions for Kim about the flower parade, drop them in the comments now, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay. Let's go outside to finish and just have a look at the size of the tent, because
Look, there's some more crates of dahlias here.
unbelievable. Yeah, 900 of these babies are being used on this float.
900 crates.
All Dutch grown dahlias. Look at that, grown locally, hey?
But you can feel how sturdy they are. You can throw them and nothing happens to them.
Yeah, they are sturdy, man.
Unbelievable.
Like
Wow, they are.
little tennis balls.
Yeah, they are like tennis balls.
Careful. Great, so listen, thanks so much to everyone for being here with us. Astrid's been with us, Frank Faculty's been with us, Diane's been with us. We're just going to finish up by showing you the tent outside so you can get a feeling of it and how big this thing is. And there are 20 of these filled with people today in Zundert, working hard to get their float ready and hoping to win. Do you think you've got a chance of winning this year?
No, I don't think we have a chance of winning this year, because I've seen the other designs, and
really?
I hope we make a top 5. That would be really nice.
I hope so too. We'll be there. When do you find the winner of the parade? Is it Sunday they judge it?
Yeah, it is in the parade itself.
Right, and
so,
then on Monday they'll be available to see. They'll be standing, and you can come down and watch
There will be an
them.
exhibition. I think it starts at 9:30 in the morning until 9 in the evening.
Right.
So,
Is that the
Great.
same place we saw it last year?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because last year there was only the exhibition,
Yeah.
so we went and saw the floats where they weren't moving.
Yeah.
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 And all the,
then there's the tent as well.
if there are floats with movements and with theatre, everyone that will be on display. So
Right.
music,
Fantastic.
yeah. So even if you can't make it to the parade, the exhibition is still worth it.
Super. And of course, Deli, if you can't make it to the parade, you can watch it on the Dutch Way of Live tomorrow, because
Yes.
we're going to be live
We
from
are gonna be
is it from
watching
2
the
p.m.
parade.
we'll be live.
3
p.m. we'll be live.
Yeah.
We'll be in the town, and you'll be able to see this float and all the other 19 floats from the Boodschappen, from the hamlets of Zundert. I just want to say thanks to you, Kim. We're going to wrap up now. It's been a pleasure and privilege to spend time with you, and also to have a look behind the scenes for people joining us from around the world. This is not something that they normally get to see, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
If you're watching live or you're watching the replay, please say thank you to Kim. What do you think?
Amazing. I can't believe it. I didn't know what to expect. Kim was asking me, she was like, is this what you thought it would be like? And I was like, well, I guess if you think about it logically, to make a 9-metre float, it's going to be something quite astonishing like this, but I didn't think it through.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing
Brilliant.
to see, and so many people, and I love the community spirit. You've got all ages, everyone in the community coming together, spending time, doing a really nice activity, creating something beautiful and inspiring.
That's
and
it.
I think that's an amazing thing.
Well, listen, thanks so much for being with us, Kim. It's been a pleasure. If you want to come down and see the float, come down tomorrow to Zundert in North Brabant, or Monday to see the floats live. We wish you guys all the best.
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to win, but if you were being marked on effort, you would be the winners. And nothing more remains than to say, from Zundert, look after yourselves, look after each other, and, oh, do you know what we say at the end?
No.
Keep it Dutch.
Keep it Dutch.
Yay! Take care, guys.